Heading into the next one, cast 3 of the evening is Platinum League, Sharper versus Cameraman.
Oh man, and Cameraman's here to be an apologist for himself.
Every play I make is automatically right.
Yeah. Can you bring me food yet?
Give me about 2 hours.
Alright, that's fine.
After this cast is done.
Getting this thing started, Sharper begins things off by banning Gallery 4 of 8. Cameraman answers back by taking off Softail High Rise. Sharper decides he doesn't want to play Panop, so no 5 of 8 there, and Cameraman pulls off Double Modern Known 2, because let's be honest, who wants to play Double Modern Known 2? Sharper picks Hardtail High Rise after Cameraman banned the Softail version. Cameraman picks Courtyard 1, 4 of 6. Sure.
Cameraman, explain yourself. Actually, don't, because there's no explanation.
It's a good map. It's the best map in the game. The best Courtyard variant, certainly.
Sharper picks up New Art Ballroom 4 of 8 like a reasonable person. Cameraman finishes things off with a pick of Veranda 5 of 8. Starting things off on High Rise.
I have no comment.
I'm the same. Sharper on the Spy, Cameraman on the Sniper. Let's get things started.
Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, yes. So Sharper starting off as the totally not Irish red.
It looked like Pearls was en route to snuggle up to us, but didn't wind up happening in the end. We've got a nice, easy path over for our first flirt, though, and Sharper picks up on it.
Yep, hasn't actually started the flirt. There it goes. Oh, we're actually getting a banana bread. Not
It's
a bad banana bread.
Solid time for it. Only one low light, although she was highlight at the time. Picks up a banana flirt as well for 34%. A fairly solid start for Sharper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shame about the highlight going down, especially stepping into statues afterwards, but only one low light on a banana bread on High Rise is something you'll take any day of the week.
That is definitely something you'll take, and especially because we're also not highlight or high lit at the moment, so we're just pretty much flying right under the radar, getting some stuff done. Taking an innocent drink just to sip it around.
And playing things a little bit slow after the fast banana bread, the early flirt. Not wanting to do anything that will put us under the radar. Almost got the timer flirt, but ST decides to step away right before the cooldown expires.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Ain't no sun when she's away.
That is, I mean, and that's actually kind of the worst of both worlds, because you've also burned, 45 seconds. Oh!
Oh! That was a gutsy bug. It wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, but it worked out for sure.
Yeah,
Gets a highlight, looked like a rote statue highlight, fingerprintable as well, 1 minute to play. We might even be able to get the second off if we're careful with it.
Let's see, the ambassador is not touching anything just yet. Oh, and we're back to neutral lit.
I think the highlight was just making sure.
Statues.
Yeah, just to be able to see through the screen, I think.
Ooh, and we get sunshined again, but we'll take a difficult
fingerprint. Do we pick it up? We do! Huge pickup, and suddenly Sharper has a chance to.
And
why are you talking? Why are you talking with the briefcase? What is going on right now? It's okay. The sniper angle did not see the briefcase while the talk was happening. Everything worked out for the better. Flirt comes off. It was not green. 5 seconds left as we pick up our last inspect. It looks like we're going to take a shot from the sniper angle, and in fact we are as overtime comes off. and
Oh,
Cameraman
man.
picks up the first game.
So that was definitely a game of timing, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was definitely Sharper's to win, but I think just a few little timing things threw him off. Like, if he didn't flirt, like, it's hard to say not to flirt, but yeah, the statue-to-statue distance is a little longer than you think it is. So getting, filling out that final 20%, or that final bit. Oh, wait, no, he had 34% going into it. Yeah, I'm not sure why he flirted. Perhaps it was a... No, it couldn't even been a misclick. I'm not sure. But if we had not flirted, we would have just narrowly avoided overtime, and that may have saved the game. So, kind of a bummer.
Interesting thing to note, the bug itself was actually freaking beautiful. It was the decision to move in front of the ambassador after the bug had come off that was suspicious. Because go back and look at that bug. It was sweet.
Yeah, I'm poking at it right now.
Cameraman, because good gravy, it was nice.
Yeah, Cameraman, let's go look at the bug you missed.
Hold on.
Sorry to put you under the radar like this, but look at... I really want to show this.
That was a really nice bug. I just looked at it again.
Yeah, let me just find it again. Do you have a time code?
Time code is about 1:17.
Yep. 1:17 confirmed.
All right, got it.
Okay. So if you'll watch what happens, you'll see the ambassador actually coming towards the conversation, and as she steps in next to us, the arm comes out right as she steps into conversation. We didn't actually need to step away at all. So the bug itself was flawless. It was the path afterwards that was confounding. But yeah, very pretty bug. Stepping into the next one, we have Cameraman on the spy side, Sharper on the sniper. Once again, high rise, 4 of 8.
All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we are one of the twins. I can't really tell which one, but
does get the early bug, just barely, pretty much as far away from the amba as you can possibly get while it still comes off, and able to immediately pick up a first flirt afterwards. Huge start from Cameraman.
Yeah, one good bug deserves another, I suppose. Really nice.
Yeah. It was the traffic jam held up just long enough for the bug to come off clean. It was a risky right click, but it worked out.
Yeah, it definitely paid off. It's just great heads-up play, right?
Yeah.
Time of chaos, you're kind of thrown into the party and taking that quick stock of, my character's heading this way, the ambassador's here, getting control, getting the bug off. Really, really good game awareness there.
Fake banana bread, it looks like, was in conversation with an SDA when it started, but she stepped away very quickly. Gets low lit for it. Right. That's right. Fake bugs. The dream!
I was gonna say, and we get low light wheels, but that's because he was outside.
The frickin' dream.
And the green
on the purloin. Oh my goodness! But what was that path afterwards?
You gotta get a second bug, man.
Path.
You gotta get a second bug, and actually that brought us. Unfortunately, that brought us up from low to mid tier.
Hard to tell if it was the path or the purloin that did it. Either way, Cameraman is still well in the lead as the real BB comes off. All we need is one more flirt. We have 1:10 to get it.
I'm reasonably sure it was the path, because I believe the light was changed before the purloin actually came off.
Okay. And now we're highlight. Flirt cooldown is expired. 50 seconds still to play. This is going to be a very difficult shot for Sharper to take.
Yeah, I do like Cameraman, how he's just kind of waiting to see where the seduction goes. The seduction target is so far away, it makes no sense to go chase, because he's going to leave by the time you get there. So
Agreed.
I like the decision to see where the seduction
I would
target
like
is.
to see Cameraman sidle up to the amber with a drink here.
Oh!
By the way, wrong shot comes off. That was not the correct twin.
Or
And
we just have that happen.
Cameraman, as happens so often, it seems, this evening, all three of the games have started off with one side going up 2-0. Now, in the first one, we had a huge swing the other way, as the other man won the next 4. In the other one, we had a huge swing continuing the same way, as the other one won the next 3. So.
All right, now we move on to the best map in Spy Party, Courtyard 1. Any 4 of 6.
Do not believe his lies.
Exquisitely balanced. Exquisite.
Interestingly enough, Sharper on the spy side decides to take off the seduction, which is a very, very unusual decision. This is not one of the maps where I'd say that you can really make an argument for taking off the seduction, but maybe he just wanted to try something different.
Yeah, maybe. I think, well, we can talk about it during the game.
All right, we're going to be starting this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, you can see the future because Cameraman is not in casting mode. Cameraman.
Yeah, that's my fault from asking him to find the bug. I apologize.
For some reason, casting mode does it carries over between games. So I switched out of casting mode and it never switched back, even though it's checked in the options.
Oh, but we do. Okay, so quick bug right off the bat.
Bug in Convo came off clean, and by the way, Sharper, hitting that hotkey actually changes what it's set in the options. It doesn't toggle for the game; it actually toggles the option. Fingerprint off of the briefcase fairly early on.
That makes sense, but also checker.
I like whatever. I like this aggressive play from Sharper. Like already bug, already a half of the fingerprints done. You know, doing well. I mean, the pro strategy on this map, though, for the sniper is just ignore everything, highlight people for going to statues, and just shoot the first person to go to statues twice. That's like 100% the way to play this map, by the way. A little pro tip from me to you.
Remind me to play money matches with you on Courtyard 1, Hummus.
Prices and participation may vary.
Easy money.
Only if you bring me food.
Sharper stepping into statue for his first inspect, takes a highlight for it, as is expected.
And it is a fingerprintable statue as well.
So that will finish up the fingerprint entirely. We have the 2 ambassador missions completed at this point and 1 inspect to boot. Minute and 15 left to play.
Looks like some innocent talking. So I suppose, are we going to finish up with the final inspect and contact? I think is the most likely. Okay, yep, there's contact. Oh, but a fake one.
It may well be a swap, all things considered. We have a good model for it, but second to statue. I mean, second statue, not second to statue. And that will be a bullet. You don't necessarily need more than that.
Yep, you just call me Nostradamus for calling that one. Cameraman, was that your strat?
What? No, it actually wasn't. He was just the only highlight doing anything.
Ah, that's fair. Yeah, fake with STA.
Thus is the fate of Courtyard 1 as we step in to the next one. Cameraman on the spy this time, Sharper on the sniper.
Yep, fingerprint ambassador has been cut.
That was actually an accident. I forgot that I usually take bug off. That was what I was going to do, but I completely forgot when I was clicking through the options, so...
Oops.
I didn't notice it until after I'd started playing.
Oops.
Whap, whap.
Alright, starting in... What? That wasn't even trombone. Starting this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, and we start as the vulnerable orange dress. That was a good play on words. So
vulnerable and vulnerable, as she tends to get shot a lot.
That's the joke. What were we talking? Oh, right, Spy Party's happening. Spy Party's happening, and we're under AI control completely. Not anymore.
Little bit of lengthy no control. Cameraman starts things off by, you guessed it, statues.
Yep, pick up a highlight and one of our 2 inspects. Let's see, anything else interesting happening at that party? Snaps doesn't have anyone to talk to, so he goes away. Cameraman goes back to the statue we just inspected. I like that, actually.
That's
Oh!
a weird
And we
decision. Oh my!
Oh, okay. Or we go back for the green swap. Nice.
That is a very interesting decision. I think
But I like it.
he was planning
and
to.
then the boldness to go to this other statue immediately. I love that.
I think what the plan was. Oh, look, and it's the one guy who's already been to a statue who's swapping.
Wow.
Cameraman has been to statue twice. Snaps. Cameraman.
Yeah, Sharper has. Okay, now Sharper sees the swap has happened. And we're going to statues the 3rd time. Yeah, low light. Nice.
Cameraman gets low lit possibly for 3rd statue.
Yep. Okay, I was going to say.
For the swap.
Yeah, so I was going to say low lighting orange dress basically means you have to shoot right there. And he did. So that was all right. Well played, Cameraman. But I just wanted to point out you were first person post statue, so I would have shot you. But yeah, well played. Yeah, nice. Not much to say there. There were a lot of decisions that Cameraman made that I really liked.
Agreed. Very, very solid game of Spy Party.
Like going to the same statue, going boldly rushing to the second one, and then going to the third one. Like that was
Here's
nice.
what I really like about revisiting the first one. The timing was such that he is seen putting down the statue, and then he rotates away. So if he repicks it up and hits the white, he puts it down and bails and probably doesn't get caught for it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Either way, that does put Cameraman up 4-0. This is a very difficult mountain for Sharper to climb, but hey, it's happened before. It might happen again, but he needs to start right here, right now on the Spy side of Ballroom, any 4 of 8.
I mean, I know I came back from Sharper last season, 0-8, so let's see if you can do something like that here. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
And the man of the hour is the Prince, the New Art Blondo, the man with the sash.
The sash and the little metal thingy. I like little metal thingy. He's very dignified.
It is. Green Purloin to start off the proceedings.
A very dignified start, if I
And
do
look
say
at
so
this,
myself.
Toby steps all the way away.
Oh.
Takes a really roundabout route. Is it going to Smallman? It was not, but it was a reject.
Yeah. So this Purloin is... Oh no! So we're going to fake BB to attempt to cover our Purloin, but unfortunately we have an SDA in our circle, and that gives a ton of lowlights to Cameraman.
Purloin comes off pretty clean, getting offered another drink. Returns the list!
Oh! No.
Very bold maneuver, but it was a very short duration between the take and the return. Very few times are returns at all viable, and when they do come off, they're either a mess and a half or a thing of beauty, and this was the latter. Bug comes off as well as a bit of a crash into the amber, but then misses a pad. Everything's happening all at once. The low light comes off. How do you continue to cast this game? I don't understand. Sharper is getting it done in every way.
It's like this is the Three Stooges game where it's just like accidentally lucking into. All right, just not like this in a chat. Like that's the only thing I can think about this. Like that's all there really is to this. Like man,
that was a red inspect. Who gets a red inspect?
I don't know, but I did notice that Sharper did ignore the action test for the second inspect.
What is this game?
It's fine. It's fine. So despite all of that, we're in a pretty good spot.
What is happening right now?
Spy Party. That's
Oh
happening.
my god, 1 minute to play, no progress on the seduce,
And-
shot comes off. It was gonna be tough to finish missions, but thanks to Cameraman, we don't have to.
I mean, I just want to go back and watch that bug again because it was never before have I really wanted Slappy's sick bug cam. Because man, oh man.
That was the ambassador decided to start walking at a very panic-inducing moment, but it worked out for the better.
Yeah, I think you can take the list after you return it. Yeah. I really like the return list. I mean, I think you kind of set it pretty well.
You can keep prolonging as much as you like.
Yeah.
That's something I'd like to see with Swap, actually, if Checker ever listens to these.
Like swap again.
Yeah, just like allow for infinite swaps.
Oh my god.
That would be epic.
Actually, like, imagine you go back to the statue you swapped and then swap it again so it's the statue it was originally.
What if it Okay, we're not gonna game design right now. We got games to pass. I was gonna speculate on silly things.
All right, Sharper able to pull one back in what can only be described as
A comeback?
game. Let's see if he can keep the ball rolling, this time on the sniper side, as Cameraman looks to close out the set.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Cameraman starting out on the trusty twin, attempted early bug.
Attempted another one.
Didn't quite make it, but no harm, no foul. Interesting that this is so. I don't know if Cameraman casted it this way, but this is the second time he has been plain twin with bling twin as his seduction target.
Those were both planned.
I'm shocked.
Luckily, Bling Twin does decide to check his watch at the window. Otherwise, Seduce probably wouldn't have come off, but it did, and it came off for 51% as we pick up the banana bread in the back of the conversation.
We pick up the banana bread and we pick up the guest list. It's also worth noting that our twin is, our seduction target is in the same conversation circle as us.
Very fast play from Cameraman here. Already 2.5 completions with still 2.5 minutes to play. Stepping into center statue at the back, looking to finish it up here and now if he can hit some greens. And he can hit the first. Now, can he hit enough greens? No!
Oh, no,
he does
he
hit
hit
the
enough
statue green. Doesn't even try to hang around for the inspects. What a interesting little move, because he knows now, Sharper knows, the Cameraman was not at statues long enough to get the 3 inspects he needed.
Oh man, and Sam and Danger gonna go do our swap for us. Swap has come off. Okay, so the statue's visible,
You can't even
but
see it.
yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. And there it goes.
And ladies and gentlemen, Cameraman finishing off with style.
Yeah, that was some sick plays, as they say, as the kids say.
Wow. Very strong finish. That was fun.
Yeah, we've had some bold games.
We have.
Yeah, rushing pretty good. Rushing pretty good, apparently.
All right, and so with that, I think it's 8 o'clock. We started a bit late, so we couldn't get to all the games on the junket, unfortunately. But we casted some really interesting games.
Yes.
We did
Interesting.
indeed.
Let's go with that.
I need to replicate that. I'm shooting the ambush strat sometime.
Yeah.
That was that was strats.
Yes, that was some strats.
I think I can make it work.
Well, if anyone could, it would be you.
That was an amazing series of games.
Well,
Yeah,
I
so-
guess this is where we sign off. I think.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So yeah, I've been Cameraman, your host. Do you guys
I
want?
have been Toboshi,
And I am Lieutenant Hummus.
and
Ward.
the gentleman who was hanging out with us earlier on for the first set of the night was Warning Track.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe you can catch the next Spy Party weekly cast on Saturday. If you're in the Europe area of the world, that's 5:30 p.m. Universal Coordinated Time on Saturday. The next one for our time zone is 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific next Sunday.
Yep.
Yep. Yes.
Thank you to Wodar and Catnip for their wonderful work helping getting these casts set up. Thanks to Kaylee for setting up the competitive league. Thanks for Hummus for his drafting and management tools. Thanks to Checker for making this game. Anything else you guys want to promote?
Well, if you feel like trying out this game we've been watching so much of, you can do so for $15 at SpyParty.com.
Yes, that might be important. Just a little.
Yes. Just a little. Go buy the game. I think that's it. Good night,
Thank you all for coming out to watch, and have a wonderful evening.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.